controversy in the Stanley Cup Final.
Yeah, right.
As the Colorado Avalanche win in overtime and take a 3-1 lead. So the Tampa Bay Lightning, 2-time defending Stanley Cup champs, need to win 3 in a row to maintain control of Lord Stanley's Cup. And the controversy was the game winner scored in overtime last night. Nazem Kadri hops off of the bench. Nathan MacKinnon takes his sweet time getting back to the bench. And sure enough, when the overtime game winner, the lamp lit by Kadri, MacKinnon sure looked like he was still on the ice. And
there's a reason for that, Rich.
You say that
he was
still on the ice. And all 4 officials, none of them whistle for too many men on the ice. Goal stands, and the Lightning are pissed. And, you take a look at it, and by the letter of the law, yes, and you could see all the hockey fans go back and forth on Twitter and everywhere else on social media saying that, they're just changing on the fly. You could see that there are people saying just by the letter of the law, the Lightning were in the right to be upset. And then you take a look at some other game winners that the Lightning themselves have scored in previous playoff games and playoff seasons past, and they had 7 men on the ice, including their goalie. And isn't this something that could be called literally every line change?
I feel like for me, this is kind of like the holding of hockey.
It could be called on every
you could call holding on every play and every line change. I feel like, the guys aren't exactly hustling to the bench. Jay, you play hockey. This is something that just happened.
You've done that hockey, right?
Part of the game. As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
You've done the hockey.
Yeah, that's how we learn. You minute on, minute off. It's changing on the fly. Part of the game.
And the reason why it's not reviewable is because it's a judgment call as to whether somebody is too far away from the bench when the line change has already been completed, trying to get back, or somebody who might be trying to get back and maybe on the way to get back kind of pinch in at the blue line, depending on the geography of where their bench is and where the puck is.
That's how it works. Lucky break. You hop off. Oh, hey, breakaway. I'm gone. That's just part of the game.
So the Lightning are they were also, by the way, outshot 11-3 in the overtime period. So you got to play better than the ref's ref in a way. And that's my take. You could basically if this was the NFL, if the NFL rules applied where you could review too many men on the field, and if you still have a toe on the field when the ball is snapped, and it doesn't matter how far away from the play you are and you're not getting off on time, and that's why it's reviewable. If you took that standard and said you could review every single line change and everybody who's coming off the ice must be off the ice prior to somebody entering the ice and getting on the ice to start playing on the ice,
that would be an entirely different game.
You couldn't do it.
How it is in
right?
hockey. That's not hockey.
Then the rule is 5 feet from the bench, and you can kind of guess what 5 feet looks like, and are you 4 feet?
Yeah. Did it have any bearing on the play? Probably not.
Well, Lightning fans would say it had all the bearing on the play because the guy who came on the ice while MacKinnon was ambling off scored the game winner. I think that's what makes it that much more difficult to swallow.
Right.
Can
you imagine if they did enforce that? You would have guys diving over the bench every time. It would just be mayhem.
Every time, right?
It'd be craziness.